Country DJs knows that I'm an outlaw. They'd never come to see me.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Radio Free America. I am your host, Rusty Shackelford, here on day 2 of trying to figure out who is going to be occupying the White House. Interesting couple of days, huh? If you don't have a headache by now, then, well, it's going to be a lot longer, is my guess. I think this thing's going to be tied up for quite a while. It's quite a mess. Reminds me of 2000. And just like 2000, there's a lot of shenanigans more than likely going on. So what I think needs to happen is, at this point, as I'm filming this, and 10 minutes later, we can have a President Biden. I don't know. We could still have a President Trump. But one thing I do know is if we do have a President Trump, then President Trump needs to hire forensic pathologist Doctor Michael Boden, the famed pathologist, so he can do an autopsy on how this thing, how the media, both social media and traditional media, worked hand in hand to create a misinformation scenario and help Mr. Biden. Perhaps we could look at it like this. Maybe Biden went ahead and made a deal with Mark Zuckerberg or with Jack Dorsey, perhaps promising Minister of Disinformation. I don't know. Maybe some kind of a future setup there, a nice little sweet setup for him to suppress, the negative news on Biden for the last 3, suppress all the Hunter Biden stuff. And in return, then they'll get that position, or they'll get some big fat contract, or they'll be allowed to continue to operate as a monopoly. Either way, if Biden pulls this off, he once again got Hunter out of trouble. It's quite incredible. So the whole thing will just go away, and you know what? It's pretty remarkable. If Hunter Biden gets out of this one, then ain't that something else? At any rate, we'll see what happens with this election. I think when you look at all the polls that had Trump losing or Biden winning by 11% here, 17% there, CNN had a 17% win, ABC, CBS, all that. So they were all grossly exaggerated, which really should not come as a surprise to anyone who's been paying attention to this stuff for long enough. They do this every time. Media outlets use polls to suppress voting, conservative Republican votes. They use it to suppress it, so really shouldn't come as a shock. But when they're out there now saying, how did we get this so wrong? How did we get this so wrong? We got this wrong in 16, we got this again. They got it wrong on purpose. Come on, give me a break. Who are they fooling? Oh boy, we really tried. Give me a break. You oversample Democrats every time. This is what they do. They'll oversample Democrats by the tune of 10 to 12%. And then when they have the Democrat winning by about 10 or 12% margin, they're like, well, you don't say. At any rate, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be short today because, everything is up in the air, and there's a lot of shenanigans going on out there, and they have not yet been revealed. But I would say if we can get old Dr. Boden in here, and he can really open up this corpse, if he could open up the American electorate, because however you slice this one, the American voter is dead. His vote is more than likely dead, because we don't know where it is. We don't know what it counts for. I don't know whose vote is what. Right? If you can mail in votes and not have it postmarked, and your vote counts 2 weeks after the election, how does that make any sense? I mean, I could tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to file your taxes on April the 15th and it's not postmarked, go ahead and tell it to the IRS. At any rate, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll leave with saying this. Dear America, welcome to your new coup. Rusty Shackelford, Radio Free America. Talk to you soon.